I have a really fun challenge here.
Yeah.
So, hey folks, I really hecked up at work yesterday, realizing I had ordered a customer the wrong refrigerator.
Okay.
Ooh,
What are some of the biggest screw-ups you've had at your job? So I have one I'd like to share, which is quite possibly the most incredible screw-up I've ever experienced while working at a tech company. I'm going to try and make it as vague as possible. We were trying to make software that automatically called people. We were making like an auto caller thing. And while we were making a test and trying to set it up, we accidentally called like 50,000 people in Oregon with a totally fake survey that was used for like internal QA. And luckily there wasn't anything stupid in that, but there was questions like, what's your favorite hamburger? Like, what is the for? And just really, like, I'm glad I didn't do anything stupid like I used to do in QA, where I'd basically take the lyrics from Smash Mouth, like Smash Mouth or Space Jam, and copy and paste those in. So that was a low moment. And I think the best part of that was we actually had really high engagement rate.
yeah.
Because it sounds like a fun survey.
It does.
Yeah. Colin, any professional oopses you'd like to share?
Trying to think of anything on that scale.
It's
don't
weird,
think
and it's
so.
weird, and obviously, you know, don't. Yeah.
The first one that jumped to mind was literally the first day working in a bakery, managing to snap in half the wooden cutting board that they had used for like, I'm gonna say like 30 years. Yeah, and then like basically being part of the drive out to like, yes, well, I guess we're gonna have to go get a new cutting board, aren't we, Colin?
Hold on a second. Somebody in chat says they actually got that call? No way!
Do you think maybe they're trolling you, man?
I could actually believe it.
There's enough people watching that somebody may have actually been there for that. Huh.
What about you, Boomer?
So nothing's coming to mind professionally, but I remember in high school I used to do technical theater, and I did the lighting design and operation for the musical my senior year. So we had this gorgeous setup where it was a fairly minimalist set, but there were these 4 big panels that got lit in different colors to represent the different god characters in the show, and got lit during different scenes. So during the big romantic number where the lighting's supposed to be soft and gentle and the spotlight's supposed to be following the couple and it's all supposed to be lit in like lovely romantic pink, I accidentally, in fixing a cue before the show, recorded the house lights at full. So just in the middle of the love song, the house lights bounce on and I have to jump to a different cue, and most of the audience just thought that, well, that's a weird choice, but it's a really good thing the lighting booth was soundproofed, because no one could hear me swearing as I desperately tried to fix it.
Oh,
Bust.
Everyone involved with the show was like, what was that?
Nothing?
Nothing, everything's fine.
What you got, Kate? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, I've had to debate a couple, because there's been more than one, unfortunately. But the one that I think I'm willing to share was I used to work with troubled youth in Toronto, and I advocated for a whole year to take mental health kids to a program that was really only allowed for young offenders. And it was one of those challenge courses where you learned about height and, claustrophobia, dare, outward bound, one of those kind of things. So I wrote all these letters, and I finally got permission. And I took up a group of kids. I was lead staff. I had, like 10 kids and 6 staff. I had a lot of people. First day there, we go to play on this rope swing that swings you out over the river or over the lake, and you drop in, right? So I happen to know that one of my staff is an Olympic swimmer. So we let him go pretty early on because he does some crazy loops and stuff. And so it's my turn. The guy I've written letters to for a year is sitting on the other dock watching. So I get to the rope, and the guy says, you're pretty tall, Kate. You're going to want to lift your legs so that you clear the trees so you make the lake. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So I'm paying more attention to lifting my feet up than I am into holding onto the rope, which was dumb. And so when I got out over the lake, I totally let go and did a complete back flop in about a foot of water. Smack. Now I'm in charge. I'm the boss. All the kids, no one can see me. They think I've died. The guy I've written all these letters to say how great we are is laughing his butt off on the dock next door. So, yeah, I never really lived that one down, Serge. Yeah.
Dan?
I'm trying to think, because...
There's also a lot. What can you share? I imagine some of your goofs, you're like, I signed a contract and I can't talk about this. Or no professional mistakes as a lawyer, so I don't want to make any assumptions.
You don't last long if like, because when you get to the level of like professional mistake, we start using the word malpractice. And that's when you stop being a lawyer. That's
all right,
stop being a lawyer. So I can't actually.
So no comment would be your comment, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll share one for you, Dan. My first day working at the parsonage, I had one of like the super regulars. Somebody came in 2 to 3 times every day, and the person training me came up and they're like, "This is so and so. They come in here 2 to 3 times every single day. Nice to meet them. Really great." And they're like, "Yeah, I bring in my own mug." And I'm like, "That's great." And they hand me the mug, and I hit it very accidentally on the corner and knocked the handle off it. So my first day, I meet the first customer and I smash their personal mug. Finally,
GG.
James.
Sorry?
What
Me?
you got? Yeah.
Oh, I'm perfect.
Banana James has
I've
never
never-
made a professional
I've
mistake.
I've never made a mistake.
You, all right. Well, great.
No, I got one. So my first real like job was McDonald's, as is with most
That's
people.
right, yeah.
And I worked at the Hillside Mall McDonald's for about a year. I worked at McDonald's for like 5 years, but I worked at the Hillside McDonald's for years. It was the smallest operating McDonald's, as far as I know, in Western Canada at the time. It was tiny. Like the entire square footage of that McDonald's was less than what our engineering department currently has in their space. So we didn't have a lot of room for stuff. And I was, at this point, a manager, and I was in charge of ordering. And I still, to this day, don't actually know if it was my mistake or a computer glitch, but I think it was my fault. I accidentally ordered, instead of 5 boxes of fries, 50 boxes of fries, which is not a big deal. Like, it wasn't like I cost the company money. They showed up, and I'm like, I don't have room for 50 boxes of fries would take up this entire space. But that was fun, because the driver brought them all in, and he was angry. It was pretty funny, though. That was, I think, like one of my bigger screw-ups. I broke some stuff when I used to install window coverings, but like that just happens. Like if you work in people's houses as a contractor, like you're gonna break stuff. That's why you have insurance.
Have you ever tried not breaking stuff?
Yeah, almost every day I tried and succeeded in not breaking stuff, but there were a few times when you break stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.